The Temple of Sound. To those who have the courage to persevere against all odds. Towards sunset the friends reached Crystal Lake, shining golden and perfectly round, while on the wind from across the water came a lovely and haunting sound, like gentle music from magical bells blown on a sweet summer breeze. All the air was scented with flowers, with the soft hum of honeybees. On the eastern side of the wondrous lake stood the mystical Temple of White. From many windows around its dome came a warm and welcoming light. The friends landed near its towering door, intending to go inside, hoping to find some well-needed rest to recover from the day's ride. Kedra knocked once with the giant brass knocker. Soon a tall, thin man came to the door. He had long white hair, piercing blue eyes, and he wondered what they had come for. Kedra said gently, "We have traveled all day and hope to stay here for the night." The man then thought they were simple travelers. Turning them away wouldn't be right. He spoke, "I am Lefwick, a sound lord here. It's not often that we have guests, but there are plenty of rooms for you all, so come in and take your rest." He then led all the friends inside to a wondrous table of food, surrounded by soft and colorful cushions, putting them in a festive mood. Several more sound lords joined them for dinner, and Lauren was delighted by this. He asked, "May I speak with Eiminium Eisdor?" Then they all clammed up with a hiss. Lefwick spoke, "I don't know of whom you speak, for I am the leader here." Kedra smiled and said, "He didn't say you weren't. Come sit and enjoy our good cheer." Lefwick sat down with them nervously. Then Lauren simply spoke true. "I became a dream lord recently. Now I'm hoping to learn from you. All of my life I have practiced music. I always knew it had power to touch the deepest parts of our minds, coaxing our very souls to flower. I once lost a loved one far in my past. For her life I will forever yearn. I need your help to perform a dream grouping, for I mean to bid her return." Lefwick spoke softly, "The magic you speak of is the very most dangerous kind. It is unpredictable, terribly strong, and with guiding it all are blind. We only use grouping to prolong our lives and for some simple pleasures of life. To use it to bring someone back from the dead would be asking for horror and strife." A restless night. Lefwick guided the four young friends to their rooms in the Temple of Sound, but Lauren knew that he'd never sleep with his thoughts all whirling around. He knew that the Sound Lords kept the secret to return his true love to life, and he wasn't concerned with the consequences, no matter the danger or strife. When the Sound Lords had long since left the halls, he crept out to Kedra's room. He knocked very softly upon the door, and she called from within the gloom. He opened the door and quietly spoke, "They are keeping their secrets from me. I need your help to search this whole temple. I can't rest with this misery." Kedra thought for a moment of when they arrived, then said, "Did you notice the lights on top of this temple's tall minarets, releasing their glow in the night? I have snuck out in the temple halls and crept to all four of its corners. The minarets have no way to ascend, yet a platform stands on their high borders. Something is dimly glowing up there." Then Lauren exclaimed, "You have found it! I know a way we can get up there in spite of the heights around it." Lauren and Kedra went to their friends who hadn't yet fallen asleep. Lauren excitedly told them his plans to ascend those heights so steep. He and Kedra snuck out to the winged unicorns who were resting in flowers outside, when Daryl and Siri checked the halls to see where the Sound Lords abide. Into the towers. Lauren mounted Fluffy with Kedra and Puffy, who raced through the temple door. Each rushed down the hall to a minaret's base and sprang straight up from the floor. The unicorns powerfully flapped their wings as they soared up the separate towers. In seconds they reached the platforms on top, which held vast glowing books with strange powers. The friends never felt so exhilarated as they each stuffed a book in their pack. But on the way down, Lauren almost got sick and clung madly to Fluffy's back. Yet Kedra just relished the rapid descent. She reached her arms out like a bird. She never before felt such absolute freedom, and her thrill was beyond any word. In moments they swooped from beneath the towers and rushed headlong down the hall. As they passed each other, Kedra reached out her hand, but Lauren felt like an overbounced ball. They repeated this all in the other two towers, Kedra loving it more than ever. But Lauren nearly fainted while coming down, and shook as though caught in a fever. The Sound Lords. Daryl and Ciri crept through the halls but didn't find anyone there, yet kept on hearing mysterious music with beauty beyond compare. They snuck up some stairs to a thick wooden door and surprisingly found it unlocked, then passed down a hall to a balcony where they both had a terrible shock. They saw in the inside of the temple's vast dome where the Sound Lords all floated around, everyone dressed in beautiful colors, the room filled with wondrous sound. It seemed as though heaven had opened up and released music into the air, along with a sparkling golden light that dispelled all their earthly care. The glowing white altar beneath the great dome formed a heavenly musical score, while Daryl and Ciri heard marvelous voices they remembered forevermore. When we join our minds as one, we live for the happiness that is free. While we live together forever, we are the closest family. We'll be together in all we stand, the happiest people in the land, now that we know the future we're working for. So our life brings immortality to light. We live for the true love that is right. In this lovely world there is only peace, and no one has to fight, for our life brings immortality to light. Leaving the temple. Daryl stood there stunned out of his mind, but Ciri just simply ran out through the hallway and down the stairs to find the others as fast as she can. She quickly found Lauren and Kedra below and spoke as though out of breath. "You have to hear this. You won't believe it. I think they have conquered death." Lauren and Kedra followed her up, then both gasped at what they saw. Kedra just couldn't believe her eyes. She felt deeply frightening awe. She couldn't see strings supporting the Sound Lords, yet they all floated in air, sailing the dome upon whirlwind paths while enchanting sounds soared everywhere. She now greatly feared that the Sound Lords were real, then worried about what she had done. She knew it was too late to turn things around, so let her friends out, thinking they'd won. They rode the unicorn swiftly outside. Daryl found his huge beetle nearby. Happy opened his wings and as he climbed aboard, then the friends sped away in the sky.